been a very big fan of the Rubik mid. Has played it kind of pretty frequently actually through a lot of the Southeast Asia tournaments. So we'll see how Yopaj is going to be able to perform on this one.
Lots of unconventional stuff, yeah. Jamesy loves playing the mid Mars as well, so see that come out this tournament.
Yeah, it's felt like with Mars still being incredibly popular, but no one's really put a lot of emphasis on playing him as a different role. It's just seeing pretty much set in someone as a 3, even though it still has that flexibility. As Yopaj actually might end up falling, Remnant almost drags him underneath the tower.
And deep dive.
Yeah, he's got, the movement speed a little bit higher at the moment, and the Aether Remnant's going to be up in a couple of seconds as well. And Yopaj, let's see if he runs through the choke point regardless. He's going to eat that Remnant, and Ken's also got a regen. Oh my god.
Nullifying it.
You see just literally the laughs in the chat instantly. Ken's like, oh, it couldn't go any better.
And this is not what you want as a mid Rubik. Once you get your level 3, you should be able to deal quite well with the trades just coming through with that additional Fake Bolt damage reduction for heroes and easily snipe out range creeps. But it feels like he's already lost about 2 or 3 range creeps just from denies to Ken. So good victory coming out early on for eXEcration.
Yeah, you see, might even lose that range creep. No, he just gets it, but top lane.
Killed, but yeah, he didn't get it himself.
Yeah, at least, he didn't get the last hit there. There's a little bit of aggression, Natsumi. We'll be able to get rid of the stick here. They're all pretty low here as Zhao's in trouble. He's going to end up dropping the tombstone, but still, you see the Undying, unfortunately, is unable to get rid of the sticky like the start. Natsumi's still going to go forward. Natsumi will get dealt with, and now he's actually going to be pretty careful here from Natsumi. It brings him down relatively low. Meanwhile, mid as well. Yopaj getting dived under the tower. Ken has already popped all the ultimate charges. The tower not going to be able to do enough to be able to bring him down, and now he's even going to TP out back towards the tier 1, recognizing that he's got the bounties to be able to refill. They might even keep top bounties as well here from BDZ.
Yeah, why not?
Right path.
Happy to do that, and it could even result in a bit of a rotation towards this top side.
Yeah, he can
definitely go.
Unfortunately, he's not showing mid at the moment. Maybe just anticipating that he's actually back in base there with the TP. So without the vision of seeing him around the high ground, Ken's going to now pop up at the top side here. It's fallen a little bit low, but unfortunately Undying unable to get any more abilities off as Ken's going to be able to claim a killing spree 5 minutes 50 into the game. We see this is a pretty good start for eXEcration. 5 kills, about 1,000 net worth lead.
At the very least, he doesn't get the next
Radiant's
power.
Middle tower
That's going to go over to Yopaj side of the rim. So he's coming through. Bottom side looking hard. Keeping Yui perfectly healthy here. So their purification now. So level 6, he's done a good job, the Omni Knight, to make sure that he's not leeching much experience away from his Sven. He's sitting at level 3, but really, that's all you need. 1 point of the Heavenly Grace, 2 of the purification. It's a big power spike for support.
Yeah, and we see eventually, like, the Sven's going to be able to go back and farm up the jungle, and you can, give the lane over to maybe the Omni Knight who can soak some experience. Maybe even the Pangolier as well has kind of got maybe a bit of an easier way to be able to deep push out. You see now Yopaj with the level 6 though, so you are able to do a lot of damage. Ken having to go up against his own Resonant Pulse. That just bursts potential with a Fade Bolt level 3 and a Resonant. Really has to keep him on his toes there.
A little bit of pressure here onto this tower. Yopaj, he's prioritizing that a fair amount, just with pure right click from the double null talismans.
This is gonna sting! This is gonna sting!
Rapido is trying to force out Natsumi there. I mean, at least you get the TP from Zhao. And they're going to have an extra rotation as well. The Void Spirit went back to base. Healed up. They're even going to smoke, so they want to try and move forward and get the target. Natsumi.
Careful here. He's level 6 on Rapido.
Oh, they don't get the jump from Ken, which was required for the Batrider to kind of close the distance there. Didn't try and lead him with the lasso regardless as well. So, I mean, I guess no one's taking up that mid lane at the moment while the Void Spirit had left. So you see Yopaj trying to do whatever he can to shove it in, but Smoke's going to pop. So he'll see BDZ and Optax to try and run down to the bottom power room where he's got some help in Scam. Let's see if he's lucky enough, and he is. So he'll get the invis. There's a lot of stacks in the jungle though. If you take a look at Dire around that kind of mid-hard camp and medium, it's a fat couple.
Top. They want to bit of a kill here. They can see that Natsumi's looking very juicy, trying to go for the rotation around, but yeah, it's just so much burst damage in, and that'll give him his level 6 as well, so nicely done.
They're also going to end up losing the Undying there in return. So Neon get their first kill. It's going to be the first perma agi for Natsumi as well, with the rotation from the Rubik. Meanwhile, still, what is for at least for eXEcration, this Ven is having such an incredible time at the moment. Just top of the net worth, 4,600, and he's already got the Mask of Madness working towards that Echo Saber as the next item. He's even got a goddamn talent. Like, not that it's already not hard enough to farm on this Ven. Now you just got a little bit of extra buff.
Or to double the last hits of the slug, just to show how the lane stage has gone from him.
Can actually. Telekinesis dragged back. He's got an ultimate charge available. So he's going to show up with the double Storm Hammer. Rubik is protected with a little bit of physical thanks to the Resonant Pulse bubble there, and even Play Hard's going to show up as well. So they bring the numbers on Dive, really looking to try and pressure, but that spear unfortunately not instant, so Void Spirit, a quick Astral Step's going to be able to jump away here. We do see a lot of emphasis, and Dive, they got a decent amount of vision around this mid lane as well, so it looks like they really want to try and continue pressuring this out.
Good amount of stacks though, so Natsumi should be able to catch up a little bit here. He's 2 levels behind the Sven right now, but that gap should close soon-ish. He's gone into the defusal, so it's clear that aggression is the name of the game for Neon. Can't expect too much else from him.
But it's a net worth lead that just keeps growing at the moment from Radiant. You see how they've been able to play the laning, and they're going to try and look to set up a kill up top though, is Natsumi. The rotation with Ken. He gets the ultimate off, but unfortunately they're just kind of suffocating him in a spot where he's unable to get the leap, and he's out of mana as well. They'll even commit the lasso, but just securing the kill. And now this is going to be a tower push that will eventually come through from eXEcration.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
God's strength is expired by this point, but doesn't really matter all that. Gonna cut the wave here on Yui. Just leave that to the rest of the lane just to push under there. Make sure that he's not getting any of that experience. Who are they trying? Oh, they're taking the stacks. Oh, no.
Dire's top tower.
They're going to have to do something about it as Neon. They're coming over, but without the Mars being able to close the distance, it's kind of a lot of this control and with the spear in the arena. So unfortunately, not really going to be able to punish eXEcration as they run through the jungle and take a stack there. It does kind of force off this top push where let's see if they can keep the catapult alive. Radiant have Glyph, and Bat doesn't really want to tank up the tower, so unfortunately the catapult's going to end up dying.
Big coming out on these couriers. No, it's just a few TPs and, well, it's a buckler on, but still a fair way away from picking up or getting anywhere close to the Blink Dagger on Playhard. I'm thinking that... Oh, that's not good. I was thinking maybe Skem would start tethering together onto Playhard just to give him that extra little bit of movement speed that he needs to catch, because we haven't seen Arena of Blood just yet.
Yeah, still not dropping that ulti, which has got a pretty, 90-second cooldown level 1, but it's pretty much a free kill, honestly, depending on, I guess, where the Omni Knight's situated. So, unfortunately, just lacking in that kill department is very much so making it difficult for them to hold the map control. And you got to keep in mind too, BDZ, I mean, he's also level 7 right now on top of the Pangolier, so he's been having a pretty good time just trying to play this bottom side of the map, get what little farm he can. I love how he's got the Fallen Sky queued up.
Is under attack.
And how did he get level 7? It felt like just like a couple of minutes ago it was level 4. I guess he got the tome as well as the bonus, and the pick off on Natsumi would have helped.
Yeah, definitely. His top lane, Skem. He's got the tether if anyone's going to be able to get in range. A nice flame breaker, there's the counter. Perfect lasso. Won't get stolen here, but it looks like Repeater, unfortunately, still stuck inside, unable to fly out throughout the arena. Now with the back, Sven trying to clean up. We'll get the kill on top of Play Hard. Jiao as well is trying to go man mode against RR, but unfortunately, eXEcration, they got the numbers advantage at the moment, although with this fresh golem is doing a lot of work, but it's just not enough as Neon are going to end up losing 4, and this game's really starting to get out of control. And this is kind of the issue with the Slark, is that this Ven can farm so goddamn fast, can have so much impact with these early items, whereas Slark, even with that defusal, it's still going to be pretty awkward.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to
Dyer's top
have
tower
the
is
best
under
defusal
attack.
timing of all time.
Radiant's
Beyond
bottom
this,
tower is under
make
attack.
rotations through, catch RR, take him down, maybe even if it's just forcing out a Guardian Angel. That's a mini win, I suppose, but this game is even more so
Radiant's
now on the
bottom
back of
tower
Natsumi.
has fallen. Dyer are
Gold away from the
scanning.
defusal, so he's going to be able to make the rotations around, maybe try and contest the next power runes coming through.
Well, it is definitely one of his best heroes, so we'll see if he's able to play it at a very high rate.
Just getting jumped on again.
He's got the help of Sen coming over, so it looks like Ken won't really be able to offer a dive potential, but it's just like, you see the pressure that the Void Spirit's putting on at the moment. Just so much aggro. And BTS actually top lane commits well in front because he's got the help of his Ven wrapping through near this choke point, but BTS unable to find the follow-up and the stun, and they got the reinforcements already. He's going to get dropped, and BTS going to be able to get out of range, and it looks like unfortunately his Ven can he actually TP out? He does. Very nicely done there from Yui. He's going to be able to survive the 5-man rotation from Neon. And now this is going to be able to give, some free time where Repeater can shove in, but you see mid lane as well, Ken doing a little bit of damage to the tower.
Dyer's
Just to
middle tower
put his best
is
to keep
under
it pressured
attack.
in. They just want to take as much attention away from this Ven. By the way, he is halfway towards his Axe Scepter.
Oh, God.
And he'll be level 15 around that time, as probably 16 actually. Smoke coming through. Take attention away. Batrider's got the boots of travel. He can join anytime he wants. The name of the game, they know they don't have the Arena of Blood available. It's pop, so
Radiant's
it's
top
surprised that
tower
Yopaj
is under
kept trying to go forward.
And Ken, he can move in, protected and heavily Grace dodges the Swindlers down. Look at the damage coming out. His Void Switch just styling on them inside the river. But Yopaj hasn't died just yet. Omni going to be able to get the ultimate off, and Natsumi's beelining it straight away to try and deal with the Omni Knight. But finally, his Ven's going to show up as well. Loves the God Strength. Natsumi's going to be the difficult one, but it looks like, in fact, he's going to try and turn to deal with the rest of the supports as Yar can't make it up the high ground. That's right in front of Roche if they want to try and attempt it. They've got the minus armor, the lucky shot, but instead this tier 1 tower mid is going to be a bit more of a value point here with the map control.
I'm confused. I was...
No sorcery.
How was Neon expecting to start that team fight when they still had Arena on cooldown for another 30 seconds? I can understand wanting to make the rotation with your Diffusal Blade, but there's a limit to what you want to do. Like, it's not going to win you the fight on its own.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now, considering the loss, that is the Axe Scepter basically completed. 40 gold away.
Maybe Dive feel a little bit pressured to make something happen. You see mid there, kind of forcing this one out as Yopaj. They don't get the speed stun once again. BTS going to be able to get the ultimate off the triple. Look at the rolling thunder. Just stuns up all four. Natsumi's in trouble here. He's tethered up, pops the ultimate, but they've already brought down the Mars before the follow-up in the combo inside that arena damage. And now Skem as well is going to try and attempt to relocate. Can he get away? He cannot. Ken deals with the backline. Yopaj will pay the price here. This is just a disaster. It's a 12,000 net worth lead, 16 minutes into the game. Like, what are they able to do for Neon?
Dyer's middle tower
Not much,
has
especially
fallen.
now that you've got this axe timing, I was thinking during the draft, like, they had
Dyer's
the tools to be
middle
able to
tower
do
is
it, but it just
under
felt like everything went disastrous. Not making the early rotations, they saw the fact that the Pangolier had made these pulls
Dyer's
through
bottom tower is
to
under attack.
accelerate the leveling on both himself as well as the Batrider, and in the 2v1 situation with an
Dyer's
Undying and a
structures
Slark, they just
are
weren't
fortified.
aggressive enough. They didn't get these early
Dyer's
kills, didn't get the
bottom
stacks of
tower
the
is under
perfect
attack.
Nachi, and this Diffusal Blade just came way too late compared to what the Sven was able to achieve.
Right now you just see that Neon
Dyer's bottom tower has
honestly, it
fallen.
feels like they don't know what to do with trying to attempt to force that
Dyer's
fight
bottom
before and now with the
tower
lasso
is
as
under
well.
attack.
They caught out Zhao, and he's just going to end up falling. Just one after another. 20 kills, 2 deaths at the
Dyer's
end.
bottom
I should say
tower is
20 to
under
2. And this is a game that is just continuing to get out of control. And you got to keep in mind, this is also like eXEcration haven't even thought about walking into the Roche pit.
Didn't even realize, like, Skem has been about 400 gold away from his mech. It's like about 5 minutes now. It has been a hard slog for him. I think that's just what they need to prioritize. Yes, they're super far behind. Yes, you might lose some objectives, but Rupido nearly finds him out. You gotta get that mech. You gotta get that Blink Dagger, and Slark don't think he's going to be able to get the full S and Y by then, but
This is gonna
something's
sting.
got to give. You got to have some kind of item to be able to contest this.
Oh, Europage, no, not the rune bait. He doesn't even get the Arcane as well. Sven actually goes up the high ground here. He's going to try and turn his attention, deal with the tombstone. Meanwhile, Natsumi as well on top of beating Zed, but chucks out the Rolling Thunder. Thanks to the help on the Omni-Knight. They're going to walk up the high ground here. Natsumi gets the ultimate with the chain lockdown here from beating Zed, but it looks like it doesn't matter. Sven's just toying with everyone else and recognizing that the Slark has absolutely nowhere to go. So once he kills the supports, he can come back and get the core. As they call it quits. I mean, it's got to be done here. This is our fastest game, I think, so far of the group stages.
Radiant
I think it's just a disconnect between what each other needed. Perhaps, I don't want to call it selfish, but self-interested play of like, right, I've got my item, now it's ready to go. But if you don't have the support items, and I'm not even just talking about the support heroes, I'm talking about things like the Blink Dagger, things like your cooldowns that are going to make the
Yung pagkakas ba?